What's up, my loves? It's me, the goddess SS, and I am back with another video. Now, this video was quite unexpected. I did not have this planned. This is not the Beyonce video that I was working on at all. But being that Beyonce likes to just, pop up and do stuff just out the blue with no forewarning and just give you your entire life out of nowhere, you can't help but to stop and to address it. You just can't. That's how it works with Beyonce. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, yesterday Beyonce, it was released, a interview with Beyonce for the cover of Elle Magazine, for the January 2020 cover of Elle Magazine. She obviously was on the cover, and they did a full, article and interview with her. And let's just paint the picture of how I got this this blessing in my life, okay? So if you know me, you know I don't sleep. I really don't. I'm up all night. I have terrible insomnia. So I was up till like maybe 7 o'clock in the morning, finally went to sleep. I wake up about 12, 1-ish, and click on my phone and see Beyonce. What is going on? Usually when that type of thing happens, some shit just got real, or I'm about to get my entire existence of life. So I brace myself, I say a prayer, and I go to Beyonce's Instagram page. I go to Beyonce's Instagram page, and I am blessed, so blessed, with an array of new photos from her. And I don't know what to say. Y'all, I got my entire life with the photos alone. Okay, let's talk about those photos. Those photos are so Black Girl Magic like. Beyonce worked with Melina. I don't want to mispronounce her name, but she and Lena were the ones who created Queen and Slim, the new movie, and so they worked together for this shoot. And I love when I see B and Melina work, or Melina and Solange work. Their vibes together is it's beautiful, and what comes out of their vibe and their energy, what they create, is just magnificent. So Melina did the photos and they look beautiful, and I see a few pictures talking about Ivy Park, and I see that there's a release date. There's a release date for Ivy Park and Adidas. Y'all, I have been waiting. I have been waiting on this. You do not know, okay? I got my first set of Ivy Park wear last year or year before, I believe, and I've been obsessed ever since, and I need more stuff. So I'm super excited that the Ivy Park and Adidas line will drop January 18th. That's iconic in itself. But it wasn't enough for her. It never is. So she had to go and be extra as hell as usual. And so I go and I read this this Elle Magazine article. First of all, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be all over this place with this video because I stan. Hi, my name is Shayla Simone. I am a Beyonce, I guess you could call me a stan. I stand excellence. I stand her excellence, but I truly love and see Beyonce in a way that I don't think most do. So I wouldn't really consider myself a stan, but I stand her work and I stand her excellence. Anywho, so I just want to say that for what, 20 years now. Beyonce does not do social media, that we know. But what she does do, and what she has done for about 20 years now, is her website. Her website is her social media. She created her own area to share her life and her pictures and all that stuff. I love that. You know, she has to be in control of everything. And I wholeheartedly love and respect that. But I just love that after all these years, she still keeps up her website, and we look for to know all the good stuff. And all the pictures from the shoot aren't on her Instagram, but they are on her website, Beyonce.com. So, back to this interview. This interview with Elle Magazine. Let me pull it up. Oh, y'all. Now, first, you may be wondering, why is she doing a video like this? What is this? What's going on? Firstly, there will be several Beyonce videos on this channel, okay? If you are not a fan of that, if you are not a fan of hers, you don't have to watch it, but you can still subscribe. You can. But there will be several videos regarding her and her work on this channel, just to let you know. But particularly, I wanted to talk about this because reading this article, I see, I hear, I feel her growth as a woman, her growth as an artist, and I've never heard her like this. And you're like, heard, but it's a written article. Yes, I know, but it's that powerful and that potent that you can feel the energy coming through this article, and you can feel the place and the space that she's in right now. And there's a lot of good stuff in here that I really want to unpack. So I thought, why not? So in this article, you know, they are discussing the Ivy Park release, and the pictures, of course, are her in some of the Ivy Park pieces, which look bomb. Like, I'm so ready for this line. Y'all don't even know. But and as well as the photos and the talking of her career and the things she's done this year and all that great stuff, there is a portion where Beyonce does a ask me anything style interview portion, and I was like, huh? Beyonce said what? Ask her what? Since when Beyonce telling people to ask her anything? Did I miss something? Where was I when they were taking questions? That's all I need to know. Just saying. But anyway, let's see. I want to go through some of the questions and let you guys hear her response, because I loved it. I loved it. Okay, so we'll start with this question. Someone asked, when did you feel confident enough that you could own your narrative as an artist and as a creator? She said, the more I mature, the more I understand my value. I realized I had to take control of my work and my legacy because I wanted to be able to speak directly to my fans in an honest way. I wanted my words and my art to come directly from me. There was things in my career that I did because I didn't understand that I could say no. We all have we all have more power than we realize. I thought that was absolutely beautiful and absolutely true. When we're in business, especially in particular industries, it's easy to feel like you have to, or you are at the will of someone else. And everything that you do is dependent on and reliant on them and their yes or their no. And in some aspect, that's true. And in some industries, you do have to kind of pay your dues before you can get to that space where you can be able to have that full control and run things the way that you want to run them. But at the same time, it's very important that we understand that you are the commodity. You are what they want. And yeah, they'll tell you, oh, we can find another one. Somebody else would love to have your spot. I'm sure you could find somebody else that would love to be in this industry, but you will not find another me. Let's be clear. You will not find another me. And if I'm not comfortable with doing something, or I don't feel like that particular thing is right for me in my career, I'd rather stand in my truth, stand up for myself, than to be subjected to things that I really truly don't want to do. This is my art, this is my craft, and I want to put out what represents me. And I love that she's always been that way, but particularly within these last few years, she's been very no bullshit, for lack of better terms. Like, she does not play when it comes to putting out her art in the way that she wants it to, in the way that she sees it. And she's very, very intentional with that. And I love and respect that about her. Let's see, what else? Let's see. Okay, I loved this one. I love this one. Someone asked, I connected with Lemonade and I almost passed out when I saw Homecoming. You brought it and made me want to stand up and scream your name. What's up with the people who give out awards? Were you disappointed not winning? Because you know you already won with me. And she said, the praying emoji, thank you. I began to search for deeper meaning. When life began to teach me lessons I didn't know I needed. Success looks different to me now. I learned that all pain and loss is in fact a gift. Having miscarriages taught me that I had to mother myself before I could be a mother to someone else. Then I had Blue, and the quest for my purpose became so much deeper. I died and was reborn in my relationship, and the quest for self became even stronger. It's difficult for me to go backwards. Being number one was no longer my priority. My true win is creating art and a legacy that will live far beyond me. That's fulfilling. I almost cried. I almost cried. And not because it's Beyonce or anything like that, because I see, and I have seen, I saw it as it was starting and as it's been progressing. I saw her spiritual awakening. I saw her spiritual growth. I saw her doing her healing all through her art, mind you. That's how brilliant, how intentional, how honest she is as an artist at this stage, particularly in her career. And I saw her start, opening herself up spiritually. And it's been the most beautiful thing to watch her come into herself as a woman, come into herself as a mother, come into herself as a divine being. It's been amazing. And I sometimes I feel like I'm the only one that hears and sees these things, and it gets a little weird in my head. But I seriously have seen her spiritual awakening and her spiritual growth, and it is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And I think her answer to that just solidified it. Like, she has truly done the work. You hear people talking about that all the time within spirituality. You gotta do the work. This is what doing the work looks like. This is what it sounds like when you are speaking from a place of healing, of honesty, of truth, of security within yourself, this is what it sounds like. And this is why this whole article just brought me to tears. So what else? So this question is, well, it says, what is your work process like? Where do you start? Where do you get your ideas? And she responded with my new projects, I get my team together for a prayer. I make sure we all are clear on the intention and what the deeper meaning is. I do my best and I try to push everyone around me to do the same. I eventually give everything I have. When it's released to the world, I let it go because it's no longer mine. Y'all, I can't express to you what these words mean. It's so amazing and so beautiful to see how she just like, there's no words for that. Like, what do you say to that? But at the same time, there's so much to unpack in that. It's, first of all, like I said, she's coming from a place where she, word to Solange, does nothing without intention. Nothing without intention. And it shows in her work. And I absolutely adore the fact that she takes time to do her research, to really get into her references and make sure that the image or the message that she's trying to convey is conveyed not only through, you know, nice visuals and sounds and stuff like that, but also through historical references and art references and everything. She teaches while she entertains. We don't have that today, other than her, Solange and Jay, and a few other people that aren't really like putting out music right now. But other than these people, we don't get that anymore. And it's so pivotal that right now, at this time, when so many of us are going through our spiritual awakenings, are starting to, you know, wake up and question and rise and realize that we're part of something bigger, it's so pivotal that we have music like that, that we have artists like that who take the time to make sure that what they create is something that can withstand the test of time, something that can enlighten and educate its listeners, something that can be truly gifted to the world. And she practices detachment, which is a major part of your spiritual journey. Learning that, first of all, we are not possessions to be had. I try to watch my language when I'm speaking about people, like my, and just words of possession. And I also do that with things. And I understand that while my partner is my partner, they do not belong to me. While my child is my child does not belong to me. It is my job to love, to nurture, to support them, but they do not belong to me. They are not mine. They are not something that I get to just, you know, keep all to myself. They were placed here for reasons other than me. It's bigger than me. And I can only be grateful that I get to assist in their journey and vice versa. And it's very important that you learn how to release things when it's time. Particularly when she's speaking about her, you know, her art. She takes time to nurture it, to love on it, to craft it, to build it. And then when it's time to be released, it has to be that. It has to be released because this is her gift. She is giving her gift. And now that she has done what she was supposed to do with it, which is the nurturing and the creating of it, she now it's not hers anymore. She has to let it go so that it can be spread and gifted to all of us. And I love seeing this. Like, I can't explain what this means to me. I'm besides myself, and it's a whole day later. Let's see another one. Okay, we'll go with this one. The question is, what stresses you out? You always look like you're in control. And she said, I think the most stressful thing for me is balancing work and life, making sure that I'm present for my kids, dropping Blue off at school, taking Rumi and Sir to their activities, making time for date nights with my husband, and being home in time to have dinner with my family, all while running a company can be challenging. Juggling all of those roles can be stressful, but I think it's life. I think that's life for any working woman and mom. Sorry. We get so caught up in the amazing beauty and artistry and strength and power of Beyonce, right? It's hypnotizing. But within that, we can easily forget that she is human. She is like anybody else. Like, I don't get why people feel as though because you have money, you're suddenly exempt from things that go on in life for everybody. I don't know why people think that, but she's saying that she's just like any other mom. She has to work. She has to get the kids to their activities and pick up her daughter from school, take her to school, and she has to do a lot of the same things that everybody else does. And for her, that's where a majority of her stress comes from. And I just wanted to acknowledge that because I think, like I said, too often we forget that she is a mom, a wife, and that comes before Beyonce, the superstar. Let's be clear. So I love that she said it that way. Let's see what else. This was everything. So the question is, how do you take care of yourself? Do you believe in self-care? She said, the name of the brand comes from where I built my strength and endurance as a young woman. I ran and trained in the park, and the state of mind that has stayed with me all these years later. It's the first place where I learned to listen to my body. Many of us grow up seeing our parents act as if they were superheroes. Most women have been conditioned to ignore symptoms and just tough it out and focus on taking care of everyone else before themselves. I am no longer one of those people. After having a difficult pregnancy, I took a year to focus on my health. I have researched information on homeopathic medicines. I don't just put any prescription in my body. My diet is important, and I use tools like acupuncture, meditation, visualization, and breathing exercises. I wish I could just take you guys and put you in my brain so that you could understand why I'm so like taken aback. I don't even think that's the word. Just so overwhelmed, overjoyed with this article and reading her responses to these questions. We don't see this enough. We don't hear this enough. We don't see and hear people who we absolutely love and adore being so honest and truthful and being so real about the things that go on within the world and the things that go on within our communities. She says that she named Ivy Park, one, because Ivy, you know, her and JC's thing, Blue Ivy, and because she grew up training in the park, you know, her dad preparing her for all her performances and just to be great. And that's where she first learned how to really listen to her body. For me, that is a huge thing for me to see her say, because with me going through my health issues, that was what my health struggles taught me. Same as her. My battle with health and my body kind of turning against me made me focus on listening to it, made me become super in tune with my body, because I had no choice. I had to listen to my body. My body was yelling, screaming at me, and at first I did not know how to listen to my body or what listening to my body even was. And it was through pain, literal pain, that I had to learn what that meant and learn how to do that. And for her, it's very similar with her pregnancies. Her body went through a lot, and she had to learn how to listen. And even before that, just training and stuff like that, but particularly with her pregnancies, she had to learn how to listen to her body and not to sacrifice her body for the sake of anyone else. Because if she is not healthy, if she is not whole, she can't do anything for anyone else. I also had that realization, because I am a person, or I am a person who loves to just, you know, take care of people and love on people and just, you know, love. But I have to do that with boundaries, because I come first. And unless I am well and within myself, I can't do anything for anyone. As much as I may want to, I can't. And that's something that was really hard for me to learn how to do, was to put myself first. So to see that she experienced the same thing and has learned the same lessons, what more could you ask for? I love how she talked about researching information on homeopathic medicines. She's in other words, she is on the more holistic side, and same again. Like, and this is another reason why I love and have a connection with her, because a lot of things are parallel for us, between me and her. So I relate to her in a completely different way. But she talks about, you know, researching homeopathic remedies and not putting just any prescription in her body. Prescriptions and holistic medicine is something that's very important to me. Again, with my health issues, I basically had to become my own doctor, because the doctors that were treating me, not saying that they themselves were doing this or intentionally or anything, but the course of treatment that is standard in situations regarding health, I felt like were killing me. I know were killing me. My body was not doing well. I was not well. And I was on so many prescription pills, and it was just terrible. And I got to a point where I listened to my body, and my body said no more. So I listened, and I stepped up, and I became my own doctor. So there is just, it's so beautiful to see her come into some of the same things. And there's so many questions that I would love to get through, but I might do a second video if you guys want me to unpack some more. But I just wanted to talk about this and shed some light on this, because this was probably the most beautiful thing I've seen in a minute. So I appreciate Beyonce as always. I love and adore her as always, and I want to do more unpacking videos regarding her, because there's so much. Like I said, she puts so much historical and artistic references and knowledge within her work, and even spiritual now. And I want to, you know, dive into that, because I see it and I want you guys to see it and experience it as well. So if you guys would like that, let me know down below in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and click the notification bell so that you are notified every time I upload a new video. Go ahead and join the tribe. Thank you guys for watching. I love you so much. Don't forget, I have a giveaway going on right now. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out my last video. You don't want to miss this. I'm so excited. It's the final giveaway of 2019, okay? So I'm super excited. I want to give this prize away to somebody, and I just don't know. Will it be you? You gotta enter to win, okay? So I will see you guys in the next video. I love you so much. Stay blessed, stay beautiful, and I will see you next time. Mwah.
Very loudly. What's been your go-to song this week?
You know, Steve, to pay off my singing, I like to self-affirm every morning. I look at myself in the mirror and I say, you're beautiful, you're capable, and you're intelligent. So this week I was listening to Brown Skin Girl just to activate that black girl magic.
Yes.